afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, everybody. My name is Albert Tan from Download Silo. Today we have Abhishek with me in the live stream here. So we are going to talk about MutantMail, which is actually latest startup by this Abhishek. So guys, if you can see us, please type in your name in the chat box, so that we can know who you are. And actually, but we can't see your face because Melon cannot show your face in our chat box, unless we go into the Facebook. Okay, so somebody has actually typed in the names. Not the name yet. They just say hi. Who are you, please? Okay, Raju, how are you? Fine. So right now we are actually live now. So before we actually begin, let me do some introduction and while waiting for other people to come in. So as usual, this is one of the live stream that we invite founders of the latest LTD to showcase their product. So and I accidentally went into Facebook, not Facebook, AppSumo, and see that this name, MutantMail, I thought it's some kind of a virus, it become a mutant. So it catch my attention. But then I was actually trying to figure out what is this trying to do, Is it similar to paste email or maybe other kind of email app or maybe a mail server or that kind, but actually it's not. So that's why I get in touch with Abhishek, and he agreed to come online with us to show you more and into this MutantMail, So the name is actually very striking, attractive to me, and I think the content is even more what they call exciting. So without further ado, I would like to ask this Abhishek Anand to tell us about something about him, about this project, before we go into details. So Abhishek, please.
Sure, Albert. Thanks a lot for giving me the platform and an audience with your group, because the audience is what makes a product a success, or it can break it, as we saw in case of Bcast. So we definitely don't want to go there. Now- so I I have been in the software field for close to 12 years now, holded multiple roles, uh, including software engineer, principal, software architect. Then finally, my last role in the organization HPE was as a software architect. So, but eventually, you have this bug. Everyone has this bug actually, to create something of their own and build a company or a business for yourself. So this idea, so with that thing in mind, uh, I found my company called Present LLC in the US in I believe February or March of 2021. I've been doing a lot of things online since past 5 to 10 years now. That includes dropshipping, affiliate marketing, and so on and so forth. I've been into online field for since I was in class 10th, so that would be what close to 16 years now. Uh, Building websites on the side, helping people, but money was never the motivator for me. So what happened a couple of months back is we received a DMCA complaint from our hosting provider, because we run a service called incisors.com. It's a URL shortener which can do almost everything that you see, including the link tree, Snipply, and so on and so forth. So someone created a fake website for Netflix and shortened the link using our URL shortener and shared it across web. So we received a DMCA complaint to take down that link, and as luck would have it, we forgot to check our legal handle for Freshet LLC. And the response time that we were given from our hosting provider was 18 hours. We didn't respond in that time, and our servers, three of our servers, were taken down for, I believe, 3 to 4 hours. Then we received alert immediately because we have monitoring set up on all the servers. We sprung back into action, and we realized, okay, so we really need to keep checking our emails, even though those are the illegal handles. And that is when the idea for Mutant Mail came into picture. So Mutant Mail eventually is a service where you can monitor a lot of email IDs across all your domains using a single inbox or a single destination email ID. Basically, it gives you the appearance, because in the business world, appearance is everything. Imagine if you are running a e-com store and you are replying from a Gmail ID, what kind of impression you are leaving. So that was the birth of idea for Mutant Mail.
Okay. So I think I also read that in your AppSumo, what I call a description. I think that is actually a incident that actually, indirectly
Exactly.
force you to think of a solution,
Yeah.
So that's good. So, and I mean, from the what I call comment in our Facebook group, there are actually a lot of questions asked. So maybe some of you might want to repeat your question in the chat so that it's easier for us to read. If not, then later I will actually go inside the Facebook, after the presentation, and we will try to answer all questions. So if we can't answer all questions, especially from Abhishek, he will actually answer it in the Facebook group later. But of course, we try to do it in the live stream so that it become more interactive.
Yep.
So that is why we are here to answer your question. So without what I call further ado, I would like Abhishek to showcase, show his screen to how to actually, use this Mutant Mail to increase our productivity in daily email, searching and what they call reading. Actually, I have a many email account, maybe close to 20. Actually, sometimes at a loss, to be frank. Okay.
We all do, Albert. I own close to 55 domains actually. Uh, and I have websites sitting on at least 25 to 30 domains. Not we don't actively use all of them, but emails can be received on any one of them for one reason or another.
Okay, so we'll show your screen. Then
Okay.
you can go ahead to talk about
Okay.
it.
Sure, sure. So let me delete the domain, and we will add it back, and we will take things forward. So let's start with a couple of tabs. You guys able? Okay. You guys able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, great. So the main thing starts with your domains tab. This is the tab where you are going to add your domains. The process is very simple. You click on add domain, and I will show you exactly by adding one domain how to add a domain. And it is a two-step process. Things start with verifying your domain, because without verification, we don't know if you own the domain or not. So first we ensure that you own the domain, and then we will add a couple of records to make sure your domain is properly working with our setup. Then you have this inbox in our particular case is your control destination or recipient email id. These email ids have to set outside of Mutant Mail system. These are the place where actual emails will be stored. This is the email id where you will be controlling all your domains from. Now at the end, you have your email IDs or aliases or whatever you want to call it, because these all email IDs will be managed by Mutant Mail, and the Mutant Mail is going to do forwarding as well as reverse forwarding for replies, send, and reception, both ways. so that it is finally going to get controlled by one of your inbox IDs. As simple as that. So without delay, let's start by adding a site. I am using Cloudflare here, but you can use any other provider, uh, any domain registrar, any DNS service provider. I prefer Cloudflare because it gives you a free CDN, and it certainly makes sense to use free stuff, right? I mean, why won't you? It is making your site speed up at the same time. Okay, so the domain I'm going to use is called happymisty.com. It was the first dropshipping store I created with my cat's name on it. So I don't use the domain. I will just use it for this particular purpose. So let me just add it once. Okay, so let me clear out everything from here just to ensure I don't mess up the settings.
I mean, you try to recreate again, right?
Yeah. I will do everything from the start. So this is a blank domain. It has
Okay.
no records at all.
Okay.
And what you are going to do is you are going to come on your domains tab, click on add your domain, and then just type your domain here. But don't click the add domain button yet. What you need to do is you need to copy this record, come down to your control panel, and you see it is a TXT record. So we are going to select TXT here. And then for the host name field, it is at the rate. We will select at the rate. And in content, I'm going to just paste it. Plain and simple. Okay. So this will ensure that I own this domain. It is a domain verification. I'm going to come here and click add domain. You see this notification? So basically it says the custom domain has been added. Since Cloudflare is very fast, but mind it, DNS changes can take up to 48 hours if we go by the book. And some domain registrars are really slow. So if you, I would highly advise, if you guys are not using Cloudflare, use a free account and things will be pretty fast for you. Anyways, so now we are on the second step. So it is going to give us a couple of more records. Now MX record is a very important record because MX record ensures who is going to receive the email. And for one domain, there can be only one receptor. There cannot be two. And if you have more than one, the the record with the lowest number has the highest priority. So ensure if you want to use MutantMail, it is either only our MX records or our record is set with the lowest priority. So let's try adding them. I'm going to just copy and paste everything here. So it's MX record, host is at the rate. So at the rate, I'm going to just paste it. And the priority, I'm going to set it to 10. It doesn't have a record, but I'm going to put the lowest value either ways. So just save. Next value, I'm going to come back to this SPF one. DMARC records are important to prevent your domain spoofing when someone is sending an email. So that is why DMARC goes there. The CNAME record is needed for your DKIM purpose. See, couple of domain registrars or your mail servers accept the CNAME record, and couple of them expect it to as a TXT record. Now we have seen some control panels on domain registrar side that they cannot accept same key, same host name, both in CNAME and in TXT record. If that is the case, remember to use only the CNAME part. Don't use this part. This part is optional. In our system also, this part is optional. If you are having trouble putting this and this, both of them, just use the top one.
Okay, that will be good.
Yeah, we found it hard way that couple of control panels don't allow adding both CNAME and TXT record with same key. Remember not to proxify it because any of the email records cannot be proxified. If you proxify, there will be certainly some issue for sure. Only the email records should not be proxified. So I have added this, I have added this, I have added this. Now the only field left is the SPF one. The reason I left it on the last because I need to explain something here. So SPF records ensure which email servers are authorized to send on your behalf. Now, since MutantMail is going to send and a reply for your domains, it definitely needs to be there. And how we are giving authentication for that? Because we are authorizing the MX server. And what is the MX server? It is our MX server that you use. So that way, MutantMail has already got the authorization. But if you want to send emails from your website as well, for example, you have a WordPress website or you have a Etsy website, so I'm pretty sure you would already have one SPF record in your domain. So what you need to do is you need to put just MX there and everything what is already either using include or using A or using IPv4. If any of these fields are already present in your domain, please add it here and then save. Since I don't have any of those fields required at the moment, I'm going to just use it like this. Very simple. This is the only record you need to be careful with.
Are these instructions appear somewhere in your website or?
Yes, we have that mentioned in the knowledge base. We have a knowledge base under the help menu, and we are still building and adding new things up there. But these kind of informations that we have already found, we have added it there.
Yeah, that's very
So
important because the DNS records are actually one small mistake you will try to figure out the whole day what's wrong.
yeah, I agree. If you are confused, just hit us on the chat button on the website, and we will help you with it. There is no issue at all. And if you forgot to suppose add a record, you hit the check records button here. It is not like it is going to break things for you. Okay, it will just check and say, okay, you are missing this record, or you are missing that record. So I'm just going to hit check, and it passed. So the records have been successfully verified. And this mutant mail actually goes to your domain and verifies that the DNS changes have reflected properly or not. So without that, this check won't pass. Now, since everything is set up and I have this catch-all enabled, catch-all will ensure any email that I get on anything at the rate happymystery.com is going to get routed. Since I have not specified a default recipient here, it is going to get routed to this default, my account default. But I have option if I suppose I don't want to route it here, I want to route it here. So the routing can either be done at account level. So this is the account level routing at the moment, or it can be done at domain level, or it can be done at email ID level. So suppose I click it here. So it will route all the emails for this particular domain on this particular email ID. Or if I want, I can choose something else and I can edit it and set multiple email IDs as forward as well. that is also allowed. Suppose, for example, you have a support team across across multiple vendors, or multiple people are sitting in your support team. So you can add their personal email IDs here, and either of them can respond to the mail that they receive. Any one of them can respond, or you can get a copy and they can get a copy as well of that particular email, and anyone can reply to that mail. It is up to you. So that kind of system is also there. Now, since we have added everything and the records are in place, Albert, why don't you go ahead and send a mail from any of your email ID at support@happymystic.com.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Sure.
Maybe the audience also can send if they want to.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Anyone who is willing to can drop a mail.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on, let me type it now.
Okay.
Support@MutantMail, right?
Yes. No. Support@happymystic.com. We just added the happy
happymystic.com.
Misty.
Okay, so support.
Yes. This is the spelling here.
Okay. Okay, now I'm sending.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it arrive.
Since it is the first mail, let's give it a few seconds, because it will create that email ID. Okay, it already created. You see the counter, it incremented by 1, and this email ID was not there. So the email ID has already been created and it has forwarded one mail. So hopefully I should receive it. Yeah, you see this? I received this email. Okay, and I received it on my Gmail. Now, see, the people are asking about how to remove a banner. So let me show people how to remove a banner when I am replying to this email ID as well. So we don't add banner when a reply is made. The banners are only added when you receive a mail. So you can just go here, delete this, and just click on a reply. Responding back to email. That's all. I will click send here. And soon, Albert, you will be receiving a mail from support@happymystic.com, even though I sent it from my Gmail ID. It will increment the counter here as a reply as well.
But for the Abhishek, for the banner, is it by default the banner is there? I mean, just now you said at the end of the email.
Yes, but the banner gets added the first time you receive a mail. Our customers receive a mail, but when they reply on top of it, we don't add a banner, because emails are private, and it can be a very important mail where you don't want to keep a banner at all, or you want to remove banner every time. That is also fine. So you can delete it. But what we are going to do is, we have asked AppSumo to implement code stacking, and tier 3 onwards, there will be an option in setting to remove the banner altogether from system. It won't show up anywhere at all. So at the moment, you have only 2 options in your IDs, top and bottom. You will get a third option, tier 3 onwards, which will say off. So you can completely turn it off.
Okay, then understand.
See, but we are not, see, the way we have implemented a banner is, we wanted to ensure that everyone gets a fair chance because emails are sensitive matter, and you get at least an option to remove it on your part if those emails are very important when you're replying to. So let's see. Yeah, you see, the reply counter has gone up by one. So you should have received a mail now, Albert.
Let me refresh.
Okay.
But sometimes it's a bit late, so I don't know. Gmail could be, I mean, I'm signing from Gmail.
Okay. Okay.
I'm actually sending from Gmail, so I have not
Okay.
received it yet,
Can you check the spam folder as well once?
No, there's no spam folder. I mean, nothing in the spam folder.
Okay. Okay. Well, the counter incremented by one, so it must have received it, or it should be about to receive it.
So far, not yet.
That is weird.
No, it happens because I mean, somehow because this
Okay.
is I mean, I didn't send from my domain mail server. Actually, I sent from Gmail.
Actually, you sent it from Albert at the rate downloadsilo.com.
So, but I received in Gmail for this email address.
Oh, oh,
You
oh!
get what I mean?
Is it on MutantMail?
No, it just I mean, I just
Oh,
download from my server,
okay, okay. I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. Yeah. So then it can take some time.
because it's I think it also maybe depend on the server that I'm hosting my email.
Mhm.
Correct? I think must be the reason.
See, if you are connecting using POP or IMAP or anything like that, those
Mhm.
have always a delay.
Yeah. Okay, why don't you continue first? Maybe or later I will check again.
All right, or else we can send it from a different email ID, and we can show the users that it actually works.
Uh, to be
Okay,
frank,
so
I don't use my what you call company account. I mean, all I forwarded it to. I mean, in the Gmail,
okay. Oh, I see, I see, I see. So you are using the domain registrar's forwarder. Huh?
No,
Then
it's not
it can.
forwarder. Is this is by either I pop or by IMAP. I think it's by IMAP.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay. So there is a question I am seeing on the screen, which says, "How can you initiate a conversation instead of just replying to it?" So uh, for the person who asked it, can you please type an email ID where I can send email to, and I will show you. You will get a mail from support@happymystic.com. That will be the best way to showcase, right? What do you say, Albert?
Which question are you?
I'm looking at the question sent at 7:51.
No, your time zone and my time zone is different.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
It's two and a half
Yeah.
hours difference.
Yeah. So that will be difficult to track the question.
No,
Okay.
you read out
Let
the
me.
question. You just read out the
Okay.
question.
The question is, how can I send
Oh,
from
okay.
my domain with my reply mail as I see it now? If I answer makes you the correct. So
Okay.
basically, the
Yeah.
person is asking how to send an email instead of just replying to it.
Okay. This question was by Pravas Chandra. So, Pravas Chandra, can you hear us? No? This is your question. Abhishek, you can see that I already posted the question, in the
Yeah.
in the
Yep.
in the screen.
Yep. I can see that.
Yeah.
Prabhas, can you put an email ID where I can send mail from support@happymystic.com using my Gmail account?
Or maybe any other people also can.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
Aditya,
anyone else is
Aditya
anyone else
Sama, are
is
you
interested?
there? So or Raju, are you there? You can send just type in your email address, so that Abhishek can send you an email. Okay, Pravas is already sending
Okay.
one in the last comment,
Okay.
Can you see?
I I'm seeing only my last comment is yes, I am here. I
Yeah,
don't see
because
an
there
email
is a
ID.
bit delay.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I see from my handphone, what do you call this, uh, Facebook.
Okay. Okay. Can you read that email ID? I can just type it here.
Hold on. Prawash, then CHSAHU at
Uh,
gmail.com.
PRABHAS, right?
Prawas, PRAVASH,
Okay. Okay.
CHSAHU.
CHA. Sorry.
CHSAHU.
C CHHASU. CHASU.
CHS, no? CHS, not A. CHS. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
CHSAHU.
CH.
No, CHS. Singapore.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. My bad.
S, then
CSA.
followed by A,
Okay.
then HU. Not
Oh man. Let's. Can you type that in chat? Let me just copy it. That will be simpler that way.
no. Where should I type? I got no place to type. Now you can see
Um,
that in the chat. It's already appear in the
oh
chat.
yeah. Yep. Yep. It just appeared. Come
Sorry.
on, Prabhas. You put a complicated name, man. So
So that it's not easy to spoof.
yeah, that is not fair. Okay, so the way the simplest way would be you you select that email ID from which you want to send email from. You click on generate to, you paste it here, and you click on show address. So it gave a shortened link. Basically, it's an email ID on which you are going to send mail to. And whatever you send here will be sent to Prabhas using support@happymystic.com. Very simple. In starting, you will need to use this tool, but eventually you will get used to this format that you will be able to build it on the fly yourself. So I'm just going to click on compose, paste it here, and I'm just going to type Prabhas. How are you? Okay, very simple. And I'm going to just click on send. And as usual, we are going to just wait for the sent field to update by one. Because this time I'm sending a mail, I'm not replying a mail. So the set counter should go up by one. Yeah, it's Gmail. Let's give it a few seconds.
I think Gmail will be faster.
Yeah, it's faster, but then for the email servers to connect with Gmail, it actually hoops through three servers to actually connect to Gmail server. I think they have a protection in place that does the routing. Yeah, so you see there, the send counter went up by one. So the Prabhas should be receiving the mail. And that should be from support@happymystery.com, even though I sent it from my Gmail. Yeah, you see that? Prabhas just typed that he received the mail from support@happymystery.com.
Yeah.
So you can initiate a conversation. You don't have to stick with the reply. So is there a mail? So shall we take next question, Albert?
Sure. Let me go to the chat.
Okay.
Okay, we will scroll from the top, so that would be better.
Yeah, yeah. Else the people will say that we have forgotten the first ones.
Okay, so this question is actually been answered, for the banner,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the
Actually,
banner will be off for tier 3. I mean 3 code and above, right?
Yes, it will be completely off. But in case you want to remove, if you are on a tier below 3, you have option to remove it manually whenever you send email. We are not enforcing you in any way to keep that banner as a mandatory field.
Okay, so this question, let me see who is asking, Raju was asking this,
Okay. I have manually set up all emails to forward it to my primary email, but replying from each is still a hassle. Yes, that is the exact reason MutantMail was built, because we know how convenient a forwarding is. But if you don't have a reply option in forwarding, I will tell you how the flow looks like, and then you guys can relate how easy or difficult things are. So the way it works right now is you of course you won't be replying to all your emails. So let's say you will receive 40 emails a day and you want to respond to only 10 of them. So the way it will work is you found the important mail on your forwarded mail ID. Then you will go back, remember the credentials which you used to log in into those accounts. You will search for that mail, and then you will respond, all for the sake of maintaining your alias appearance. That's about it. You are just want to maintaining a professional appearance, and for that you need to go through all these hoops, and you need to do it 10 times to ensure you are sending all 10 mails from your professional email ID. Now imagine if you are having 10 domains and 30 email IDs. It becomes almost impossible to maintain and keep tabs on all those email IDs.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question. This question was from Pravas Chandra.
Okay. How can I send from my domain name? Yes, so we just showed him how to do this. Basically, he is asking how to send the mail instead of replying to it. So we just showed him how to send a mail. Only thing is, remember, when you are sending a mail or you are replying a mail, the replies can only go through your control box, your control inbox that you have specified as. Any email ID who has your shortened link that is not sitting as your control or recipient email ID will be discarded. It is security mechanism. Do you also provide DMARC service? Okay, so see, I will tell you very honestly, the DMARC is not a service. Whoever is telling anyone that DMARC is a service and you should buy it is, let's stick to let's just say you are getting fooled. Okay, I will tell plain and simple. Uh, you are getting fooled there, because DMARC is already provided by all the email IDs at the domain level. You can put a DMARC at your domain, and you can ask a DMARC record to be sent, aggregated, every 24 hours, even to your personal email ID. So whoever is selling you that either is just generating a nice UI on top of your DMARC records, or uh, they are just selling you something you should not purchase. Just
I mean,
about it.
this is marketing, they just try to
Yeah,
make some
yeah,
money out of a very simple
yeah.
service, I would say.
Yeah, but if you want a nice UI and you want us to make it, if there will be enough request for it, we will add it as feature. We will consider it definitely, because we are already handling your mails. Just one more record from us, and we can start accepting your DMARC aggregated report, and we can show it in your dashboard. It's possible.
So Raju is asking, email spoofing issue.
Okay, so see, there is no service in the world, even Gmail. No one can prevent spoofing 100%. I will tell you very frankly about that. But the addition of DMARC and addition of SPF ensures that if someone tries to spoof your mail, it is going to get marked as phishing, or it is going to go to 100% into spam. Okay, that is the best guarantee you can have in the email world.
Yeah, I mean, there's no guarantee, I mean, even Gmail also can't do it.
Yeah, nobody can do it. Nobody can tell you if the emails are being spoofed or not, because there are situations. I will tell you, for example, you are using active campaign for example, and suppose you switch to I don't know, ClickFunnels suddenly. Okay, ClickFunnels is a bad example because ClickFunnels don't give a email ID system. But let's say you started using MailWiz. So you have active campaign set up on your domain. You have your actual website on a server, and then you started using MailWiz as well. But you forgot to add your MailWiz server's IP on your domain. So it is a correct scenario where your emails will be flagged as spam or as phishing, but it is not a guarantee that it is not supposed to happen. Just because you forgot to add a record doesn't mean it is not a legit one. So that is the best guarantee you can get in the email world.
I see. Okay, so Nilayan Ghosh was asking, does it work if I send or receive e-sign email?
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by e-signed email. Uh, Actually,
E-sign
because
email means, I guess, is some securely signed email. I'm not sure. No, there are
yeah, see,
some platform that actually give secure signature, that kind of thing.
so see, there are only two signatures actually that are prominent in the email world, and the most common of them is the GPG one. Okay, so in fact, we also encrypt we every email is signed by a shared GPG key on MutantMail. And if you want to add a higher level encryption on top of it, for every recipient email ID, you are allowed to add one PGP key. PGP is one of the highest level encryption for email ID. Even your destination email provider won't be able to look at what was the content of that mail if you add PGP key. What you will do is you will have to decrypt it on the client side using some sort of client, PGP client, and your PGP private key to read that mail. So it is up to you if you want that level of security or not. But in theory, there should not be any problem with using e-signed email.
Okay, next question: is there a mail volume and mail size limit?
Uh, so volume wise, there is no limit because yeah, volume wise we don't throttle anything at all. But mail size wise, there is a limit of 10 MB on the attachment. That is the only limit apart from bandwidth.
So
And
if you
that
have more than 10 MB, then what happened?
okay, if you have more than 10 MB, doesn't matter which site the mail was sent from, either it was a reply sent or it was to be received, the sender is going to receive a mail that you have exceeded the allowed limit for that particular server. So it has to remain under 10 MB. It will explicitly say that uh, you have hit the limit of 10 MB and you need to bring your attachment or your email size below that.
But that will become a hassle, right? Because sometimes, a
Mhm.
lot of files are actually much bigger. For example, maybe
Correct.
graphics, or maybe very big documents,
Correct. I agree. And we have been asked about this a couple of times. We, at the moment, we don't want to increase the limit, but there is a plan to do that. The reason is we are studying the pattern of our customers and seeing how they are using the system. And once we go to our second level of C, we already did one level of scaling. That is the reason we enabled the tier system, the code stacking. When we go to second or third level of scaling, we will consider increasing it from 10 MB to 25 MB and beyond that. But till that happen, you don't have to be limited by the attachment limit. You can always share it as a link, upload it to wherever you want, and you can share it as a link for now.
What is the reason why you do not want to increase the size limit? Is it because of your server issue or what?
No, see, the reason is if uh, the server can get choked if a lot of people start sending big files.
I see. Okay,
And
that's
okay,
reasonable.
yeah, so basically, see, even we are new into this field, right? I will tell very frankly, we are 4 months into this particular service. So even we are improving day by day. There are a lot of things that happen almost every other day on the back end, and everything is improving the system. In fact, we were given feedback that the UI doesn't look good. We improved it within 2 days. The UI was changed, the color combination was modified, and everything within 2 days, just because it was the feedback from multiple users that the UI is not looking good. Okay, so it is about customers where they want to drive it. If there will be constant uses of people reaching close to 10 MB, we will increase it to 25 MB. That is not a problem. It is just a configuration on our side. We just want to remain safe and ensure all customers get a fair treatment from the system.
Okay, the next question is, will there be a step-by-step video? So I think fair enough. If you have a step-by-step video, then everybody will not go to support to to hassle
Yeah.
you.
Yes. I completely agree with that. We need to improve a lot in our knowledge base. Even though we have a knowledge base, it is not having each and everything documented. After going in onto AppSumo, I have received a lot of questions which I never thought of, okay, personally, and my team never thought of. So we have received it, we have answered it, we are going to add it to our knowledge base, and these videos that I'm doing across various communities, the clips of it will be added as knowledge base, and whatever is missing, we are going to create it as a video and show it, so that the things become very easy for you guys or the new customers when they onboard.
Okay. Who is this? Oh, Sujit was asking, any plan to remove the brand banner in tier one and tier two? This is a
Uh,
economical question.
yeah, no, see, eventually we don't want people to feel really restricted, but at the moment system is designed in such a way that an add-on system cannot be created. I will be very frank, but in future we might create an add-on, so that the tier 1 and tier 2 people, if they are really troubled with that, they can get it and get that banner option removed. But as of now, it will be tier 3 onwards to remove it. But if a mail is really important to you, you can always remove it manually for them. We are not going to enforce it when you are replying or sending a mail. As Prabhas would have received mail, I can assure you Prabhas would not have received banner when he received the email.
Okay, fair enough. So the next question, Nilayan was clarifying that just now we say e-sign email is actually called a digitally signed email.
See, even though it is a digitally signed email, theoretically there should not be any problem, because any email is finally just a context of text content. Even images goes as in binary format as text, as zeros and ones in base 64 format. So technically there should not be any problem while sending these digital emails. It should still work.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. This
Sure.
Arthur was asking what happened after the bandwidth is consumed.
Okay, so there will be two warning mails sent from the system when you are about to reach that limit. At 80%, you will get one email, and at 90%, you will get another email when you have used this much bandwidth that you are about to hit the limit. And once you are hit the limit, your emails will start to get discarded until the limit is reached or you upgrade your plan. So basically, every first calendar day of the month, we reset your limit. So till that point, you won't be able to send or receive emails. But I tell you, with 10 MB limit in place, 5 GB is not, you won't be able to finish 5 GB. Let's just say.
I think it's a lot, because I mean,
Yeah.
even Gmail or 15 GB, it takes I don't know how many 100,000 email. I can't remember.
Hey,
Unless you have
see,
a lot
I
of
will show.
attachment.
See, I will show you. I don't know why people are so concerned about the bandwidth. Actually, I mean, it's worrisome. But just look at this. I have received 2,000 emails on this ID, and it has consumed 50 MB of bandwidth, because we only count bandwidth for the emails which have actually passed from our system. Anything which has discarded, we don't count bandwidth for that one. Very simple.
Okay, so let's answer the last question from Raju.
Okay.
Raju was asking, spam mail won't be forwarded, right? He was
Okay,
asking.
so we have a RSpam D as a filtering system sitting before our mail server. So that restricts most of the spam. It is a industry standard system, very similar to Spam Assassin, to block the spam. And email should minimum pass uh, uh, on a 5-point scale. It should at least pass a minimum system that we have set, that much score before it gets forwarded or sent either way. Very simple. It has to pass a score before passing our system. But I not 100% of the spams can be blocked, of course. So you can use rules on our dashboard. In rules, you can block a sender, or you can block emails based on some particular keywords, top or bottom, or on subject, so on and so forth. So you can configure rules to block the emails which has passed through our spam filter, but you don't want it. You want to block it at server level. And then at the end, even if some couple of mails pass, you can always filter it on the destination email provider.
Okay, thanks, Abhishek. So we are almost time. And is there any other question, so that we can ask the last one or two questions before we go into the lucky draw? No, not lucky draw, the LTD draw, for the giveaway. Please, you want to receive one or two last question?
Sure. I have free time.
Okay, Nilayam was asking, or not asking, he was saying that, well done to you.
No, see, if you work on a system yourself, or if you are really involved with a system, you know exactly what you are building and what your system can offer and what your system cannot offer. It is that simple. Since uh, I have spent a lot of time on this system, I know what I can provide and what I won't be able to provide. See, we are only solving a subset of a very big problem. So we are specializing in it, and I know what to say when a user approaches and asks something related to my special needs for this particular service.
Yeah, that's true, because that's why we want the founder or the developer to come to
Correct.
our live, rather than staff who might not know exactly what is happening.
Cor- that is absolutely true, Albert.
Mm. Okay, so since there's no more question, and I believe there are some other question in the Facebook group, you can take your time to answer it, after this. So we will
Sure,
go
sure.
into the what they call the LTT draw. Let me share my
Okay.
screen.
Okay.
Okay, screen. Okay, guys, can you see my screen? Yeah, I believe you can see my screen, right? So
Yep.
this is the time that most of you are actually waiting for. So some of you have actually maybe left this Facebook Live, but then if your name is selected, by the wheel and you are not there, we will move to the next person who is present. Okay, fair enough, so that whoever win it, will feel better. Okay,
Yeah.
so these are the names that people who have actually commented or actually watching this Facebook Live. So thank you for your attendance, and we will give you a chance to win this LTD. Let's shuffle this wheel first. We shuffle a few times so that we to be more randomly distributed mathematically. So
Yeah.
okay, let's do the spin now. I will spin once. Once the name is announced, please comment your name there so that we can award the LTD to you. If you don't comment, mean assume that you are not there. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's see. Let's.
Oh, Joso Joe, he just came in. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
man.
Are you there? If you are there, you answer yes, you are here, then we will award to you, or else we will count 3 or 5. If you are not there, then we will just spin another time. So apparently, I think he's left. Okay, I saw Yan He is around, so I will put your name if we are going to draw it again.
Sure, sure.
So, Joso Joe, are you here? If you are here, please answer in the chat saying that you are here to watch, continue to watch. If not, we will spin another time for the next person in line. I believe he's not there. Should we spin again?
Yeah, let's do that. I
Okay.
am not seeing a response.
Yeah, okay. Let's spin again, to be fair, So we shuffle again.
Yep, sounds
Okay,
good.
let's spin. Okay. Access Shada. So are you there, Access Shada? He might not be there.
Oh, man.
I mean, because there's only 8 person watching, from the statistics,
Yeah.
So we have about maybe more than 10 here. Oh, Larry Tan, I thought you are the. Okay, so we count 3. 3, 2, 1. So let's choose the next winner, until we get one. Let's shuffle. Raju, you missed one step. Alcor G, So I think he asked a question, but then I'm not sure. Alcor, are you G? Are you there? This is the third winning guy, Could be absent as well,
It will be high trick.
I mean, it's quite a fair system, right? Those who don't present, then okay, Raju, you missed by
I completely
few.
agree.
So we will remove him, Ako, I count 3. 3, 2. Oh, you are here. Congratulations. He's there. He answered
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So Ako G is there. So congratulations, you are the winner of this LTD giveaway for this Facebook Live. And please, later I will tell you, in the group how to claim this prize. Okay. So before we end this session, I would like to say a few words before we actually end this one. Okay, let me show up on the screen. Okay, off it, hide it. Okay, sorry guys. So we have come to the end of this Facebook Live. I'm grateful that some of you are actually staying right from the beginning. This is already 1 hour, and we have actually gone through this mutant mail, and at least now we know how to use it, in a more effective way, directly from the horse's mouth. So, and I would like to say thank you to Abhishek Anand for his time and also his enthusiasm and also expertise in this email kind of things. So if you have any other question, guys, you can always welcome to ask it in our Facebook group or maybe directly message Abhishek, because he's actually keen to answer all your questions. So with that, I would like to say thank you again. And Abhishek, you have any other thing to tell the audience?
Yes, I have two things actually. First of all, people who have missed the giveaway, don't feel bad because I'm going to run a giveaway on King Sumo very soon. And hopefully, Albert will allow me to post that in the community as
Okay.
well.
Actually,
Okay.
we have another giveaway in the Facebook post.
Okay. No,
I mean,
it is not going to be soon. It is going to be after that one.
oh, okay.
So,
So I mean,
so
for people who do not know, no, for the giveaway, we have another giveaway by commenting in the Facebook post,
yes,
So this is only the first round, So we have second
correct.
round, and third round is actually promised by
Yes,
Abhishek,
yes,
That will be
yes,
later, right? Okay, that's
correct.
good.
That's
So
the first thing. And the second thing, the code stacking would be coming up soon. We have already notified AppSumo community on Saturday, but unfortunately, after 3 days, we are still waiting a reply from them. Uh,
I think they
AppSumo
have
seems to,
thousands of
yeah,
support question,
yeah,
The refund is
uh,
also very slow, that kind of things.
yeah, yeah. I think they have overgrown their own team, and let's see how things go forward. We are
Maybe we
still
should
waiting for a response.
apply to be working there.
Well, I don't have any problem with that till they pay me good.
Okay, thank you guys. Good night. For my time zone. For other people, you are maybe in the morning or maybe in the afternoon or maybe in the evening. So
Yeah,
bye bye.
yeah. Bye, Albert. Bye, everyone.